What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Benji back with another video. I know I'm supposed to be dropping the reaction videos and finishing up the crackhead video. Man, I've been having a bunch of bullshit technical difficulties with that. And I'm gonna get back to the reactions, but for right now, y'all gonna have to deal with this review shit. Lil Wayne, Carter 6, everybody shitting on it. Is it really that bad? We about to get into this shit, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let me know if y'all fuck with the faceless videos. I got a couple more of these dropping soon. So I wasn't gonna even speak on this because I don't like to kick a man while he's down. Lil Wayne is losing dreads, losing his fan base slowly. I I I just don't feel like I should add on to that. You know, I've been seeing a bunch of people shitting on this album, basically consensus same opinion that it sucks. And I wasn't gonna say nothing until I seen this video.
Carter 6, you said Carter 6 is trash. That's fine. That's what you want to say. But let me tell you something about my father and Carter 6. This is what I hate about you kids. The fact that y'all can get on TikTok and do a fucking dance to it, that don't mean that it's trash, babe. Okay? The fact that you can't get on TikTok and do a little 1-2 little viral moment for it, that don't mean that it's trash, babe. My dad was talking real shit. It's stuff on that album that you can hear in 2K, in games, at fucking malls, and all type of stuff. It's universal, my love. Y'all need to take y'all minds out of the TikTok world and get to the real bag. Whereas my dad is a lyricist, babe. My dad really talks shit. So if you can't understand it, please move silent like the GM lasagna and get the fuck out of here. Thanks. Now that's my last time. Because I already said
we could cut it out there. We could cut it out there. Cause she was just about to go on and say some more bullshit. So I'm not a kid and I'm not a nigga who sit around making TikToks to music and shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this album a listen and see if it's as bad as everybody else is saying. Let's get into it. So the album, it starts off with this weird intro, King Carter. You know, it's a lady narrated while like this, like I guess it's supposed to be like damn near thematic type singing in the background as like, you know, the hype is building up for the album that I guess people were anticipating or some shit. I didn't really care for that. I felt like it was a waste of a track. And this album that is 20 songs long, it's 21 songs long. I mean, for me, so I'm not a long album guy, especially when a lot of the songs up here run about 3 to 4 minutes, and people might say, "Oh, that's some new age." You know, like your mind, your brain, you don't have the attention span to retain all the information in the album. No, I listen to albums if they're good and long. I can enjoy a Kendrick Lamar album, a J. Cole. Well, not even really a J. Cole album. I'm not a J. Cole guy, but I could enjoy albums from people that are that long that I feel like have substance. If this album has a runtime of almost an hour and a half, and he's telling you just about all the drugs he's doing, we know you high, Lil Wayne. We're not getting anything out of it for real. And if you're gonna lack substance, then I feel like the songwriting or song making ability has to make up for that. And I don't feel like it really did. But I'm gonna get into the first song. So the real first song on the album, Welcome to the Carter. This is where I felt like I had a different feeling from everyone else, in the sense of, I was like, yo, this is Lil Wayne. Like, this is him rapping. You know, it's pretty good. The beat is not that great. The beat is kind of old, throwback, reminiscent, boom bap type beat. But I didn't think the rapping ability on it was too bad. So the first song, I thought that was a W. I thought he walked away with that. It was good. You know, I don't want to say it was like amazing or anything like that, but it was decent. It was a decent song. So I was like, you know, maybe this album isn't going to be as bad as people say it is. I mean, after a little while, the sample gets annoying with the that shit. I mean, it's very Wu-Tang reminiscent. Like, if you're into like that Wu-Tang sounding beats where it's like a real repetitive sample kind of thing, you'll fuck with it. But for me, you know, that's like a small, like, little nitpick thing. Like, the beat wasn't the greatest. The song, the rapping, it wasn't unbearable. It wasn't terrible. You know, it was cool. Then you move on to the next song, The Bells. And this is where the album just slowly goes on like a roller coaster shitty ride. Like, you might find one or two songs throughout this ride that's like, oh, we going up on the roller coaster. But like, nah, we right back here, bro. Just keep it right here on the same level. But the Bells song, it's, you know, it's another sample joint where it's like he's rapping over LL Cool J, Rock the Bells with these like blaring, almost EDM type 808 sounding. So that's why I don't care for the beat off rip. The beat, I don't fuck with the beat. I felt like the Rock the Bells sample was not used the greatest, especially in the terms of him rapping, because the sample is used and then it just goes out and then he just kind of raps over 808 and then it comes back in for the hook. I don't really care for that. I thought even that whole 808 pattern on it was like real old school, almost. I mean, I guess maybe that's what he was going for with the whole LL Cool J sample and things of that nature, but I just didn't care for it. And this also, to me, is where you start to see the bars declining. So on this song, he got quite a few bars where it's like, what the fuck? Like, he says, we're up under the tree like Feliz Navidad. You know, diamonds in my teeth, smiling like an alligator. It just was a lot of bullshit bars. And the thing about Lil Wayne is, he's no stranger to bullshit bars. I'm not saying this to like diminish him as an artist, but I don't think this is something new for him. I just think it was more consistent on this album. The bullshit bars, the bullshit punchlines, shits that weren't really all that great, lyrics that he may felt like were great, but if you hear it out loud, it's like, what the hell is this? Yeah, that becomes a very consistent thing throughout this album, almost to the point where a lot of hooks and certain shit he does I was laughing. I was legitimately laughing. I'm gonna do a quick little overview of the other songs because I feel like I spent a lot of time on that song. So the next song is the song he has with Big X the Plug, where that's the song that I feel like everyone is memeing, because it's like, okay, you got Big X flowing, and then Lil Wayne comes in with this bitch, drip, drip, drip. It's like this real simple bullshit flow, and I just felt like this is where that chick was talking. It's like, you went and said, how is Lil Wayne music is not getting received by the children, and he not making TikTok music and all this stuff, and then it's like he's trying to hit these little like tic-tac flow patterns and do these more modern songs with people like Big X the Plug and stuff like that. And I fuck with the song on Big X the Plug's front. I thought he did a really good feature / verse, but Lil Wayne, it's like you're trying to play keep up, but you don't know what's really going on. It seems like it seemed like he's out of touch in a lot of the flows he's doing. It's not even that it's just dated. It's just simply like, bro, I just think you need to put the drugs down and maybe just take a break from the studio. Not saying stop, but just take a break, bro, and just listen to some other shit that ain't yours. I ain't even telling you listen to the new shit going on. Listen to like Griselda. I know you fuck with Griselda. You done did songs with them. Listen to shit like that, because I felt like Lil Wayne was on a pretty decent feature run about a year and some change ago. So where this is coming from, as far as like all of these like lackluster bars and all of this just lackluster rapping, I feel like he was this is something he just truly was uninspired doing. Then you got the fucking song with, man, I ain't even gonna speak on that song, because that's just gonna be me being 100% biased. I don't fuck with country sounding rap music. Don't fuck with Jelly Roll. I don't fuck with Big Sean. I don't fuck with that song. I'ma just breeze past that and get to the good thing. Bam from NO. So he rapped on the Bam from TV beat, And that's very reminiscent, if you guys are Lil Wayne fans, to him when he rapped on it on No Ceilings. Except they like redid the beat and kind of just reworked it over in like different drums and different cuts and stops and shit like that. And I thought that song was really good. It was like, you know, this is giving me vibes of mixtape Wayne. Like, this is really giving me something to where it gives me a feeling. I don't know if it was just nostalgia, me hearing him on that beat, but I thought the rapping wasn't bad and the flows was going and the beat was going. And I feel like when it comes to a Lil Wayne song, that's really all you could ask for. The flows, the beat, and hit maybe one or two decent punchlines, especially at this point. After you just heard all the bullshit punchlines he did for like 4 or 5 songs straight, this point, you like, this shit is a relief. Thank you for just giving me a refresh. I appreciate this, Lil Wayne. Yeah, so after that, man, these next 2 songs, the Bono and the 2 Chainz song, these shits aren't even worth talking about. These shits sound so dated and fucking shitty. It's just, the 2 Chainz song sound like a fucking Katy Perry song. And then the Bono song sound like some like 2008, 2009, like Lupe Fiasco type pop music, type lasers, type bullshit. It just wasn't doing it for me, those 2 songs. I don't even feel like they're really worth a mention. Fuck those songs, they suck. I don't know why the fuck he put them on here. I guess that was the international 2K fucking music that bitch was talking about. I don't fucking know, bro. These niggas just be high, bro. Alright, so then you got Flex Up. I thought Flex Up was an okay song. It was decent, you know. It was one of those more modern sounding songs. Sound like a song that like a Lil Baby or Future or anyone else could bid it on. It's just very modern. It was cool. I thought it was good. I thought at this point, I thought Banned from and No was the best song, but Flex Up is a close second. So to answer the question, is this album as bad as people say it is? In short, yes. My brief summary of this is, there's literally 3 songs I like on this album. It's Banned from No, Being Myself featuring Manny Fresh, and Flex Up. Every other song on this album is some bullshit. And whoever made the beat for Peanuts to Elephants, Peanuts 2 in Elephants? What the fuck? What is this title? Peanuts 2 in Elephants. Anyway, whoever made the beat for that song, my nigga, kill yourself. And I know I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube, but it's just like, bro, that shit was trash. The rapping on that shit was trash. It's one of the worst beats. The beat selection, terrible on his album, and the rapping is very subpar. He used a lot of the same flow patterns where he'd be like, I just want a blonde nigga, but I don't give a fuck nigga, da-da-da nigga. It's like that type of flow pattern throughout this album. Very basic and like just low level shit for Lil Wayne. But this is the question I want to pose is, why are people mad at Lil Wayne for this album when I feel like he's been not putting out that great music for a while now? And I don't know, maybe it's because it's the Carter 6 and all that and this and that. I don't think Lil Wayne's music has been that great. And I think this album, nothing is, as far as what makes this worse than all his other stuff, is simply nothing but the beats and just slightly worse rapping, in my opinion. So I bring that to say, people talking about his subject matter like he not talking about nothing. He just talking about drugs. He talking about being in blood. That's what he talked about his whole career. And I'm not saying he shouldn't mature his music, but my point is essentially, is this Lil Wayne at his base? This is truly what his music is, just with shittier production and less clever punchlines. And that's why I don't really look at this album. It was bad, for sure. But do I think there's a lot of good Lil Wayne albums that are amazing on this and that? Hell no. I think a lot of the Carters are overrated as fuck. And I think a lot of people just gassed him up because they fuck with Lil Wayne on the mixtape level. I think mixtape Lil Wayne is way better than album Lil Wayne. And I think he doesn't have as many good albums as people basically stay him to have. But it's Benji. That's my opinion on this album. You know, if you want to rate, and I know I'm my Fantano shit, but I would give this shit 3 out of 20 songs. I would give this probably a 1 out of 10. This shit sucks. This shit sucks. Lil Wayne sucks. I'm not being biased. I fuck with older Lil Wayne, but this shit just sucks. This shit should never come out. All the features besides Manny Fresh and Big X the Plug shouldn't be up here. This shit just is bad. It's bad. Do not ever go and listen to this album. I did it for you, so you don't have to. That's it, man. Subscribe, like, comment. You know the fucking spiel.